Breaking news. Reliable journalist reveals Tottenham main target to replace Ange Postecoglou. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham Hotspur have been linked with multiple managers in recent weeks, and it appears that the Fulham manager Marco Silva is the main target. According to the reliable Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, the 47-year-old is the most concrete option for the North London club. They are keeping tabs on Andoni, Iraola and Roberto de Zerbi as well. However, Silva is their main target, and it will be interesting to see if they can get the deal done. He has done an impressive job with Fulham in the Premier League this season, and there is no doubt that he could be a quality appointment. Tottenham have had a disappointing season, and they are 16th in the league table. It is clear that Ange Postecoglou has not been able to deliver the goods, and he is likely to be shown the door in the summer. Tottenham have a talented squad, and they need to bring in a manager who will be able to harness their quality. Silva has proven himself in the Premier League, and he could be the ideal appointment. The 47-year-old is likely to be tempted to join Tottenham. They have an exciting project, and he might be able to push for trophies with them. Can Tottenham finish the season strongly? Meanwhile, Tottenham have qualified for the UEFA Europa League final and will face Manchester United. It's the only way to finish the season strongly. They've been extremely disappointing in the league, but winning the Europa League would guarantee them a place in next season's Champions League. It would be a huge financial boost and would also help them attract quality players during the summer transfer window. Spurs continues its efforts to add Crystal Palace defender Marc Guehi to its squad to strengthen its defensive line. Spurs, who made a serious offer for the £50 million rated Guehi during the winter transfer period, encountered resistance from Crystal Palace. It's become evident that we will have to compete with giant clubs such as Manchester United, Chelsea and Newcastle United for a much-respected player. The Boy Hotspur understands that Guehi's contract will expire in 2026, which could force Palace to sell. Marc Guehi's name attracts attention not only from Premier League teams but also from Europe. Bayern Munich and Juventus see the English defender as an option. Although it is quite low compared to Crystal Palace's previous demands, the narrowing of Guehi's contract period may cause the price to drop. Marc Guehi has not yet responded negatively to Crystal Palace's request for a contract extension. Time is running out for all concerned. In simple terms, beyond the yet-to-be-delivered threat of winning the Europa League, Spurs are hardly in a position where top talent will be itching to sign up. For all the club's much-lauded infrastructure, Ange Postecoglou has us sunk into 16th, and based upon recurring press conferences, is hell-bent upon blaming anyone but himself. This is another player that a balanced, well-intentioned club could do well to get involved with, but right now, do we look like a step up from Palace? It's difficult to keep a straight face and say yes. Tottenham Hotspur are expected to launch an offer for an English striker this summer, and the Lily-Whites are quietly confident of their chances of winning the race for the player. With Richarlison and Spurs set to part ways this summer after 3 seasons, the Lily-Whites will want to add more firepower to their forward line. They could turn to a young Englishman who has won a lot of admirers in his first Premier League campaign. It has been widely reported over recent weeks that Tottenham are big admirers of Liam Delap. Journalist Ben Jacobs previously suggested that Chelsea are leading Spurs in the race for Delap, but a fresh report has now talked up the Lily-Whites' chances of landing the 22-year-old. Give Me Sport have now revealed that influential figures at Hotspur Way are prepared to start discussions over a deal for the Ipswich striker as soon as the transfer window opens. The North Londoners are planning to launch an offer for Delap this summer as they try to steal a march on the competition. Even though the Manchester City Academy graduate is also of interest to Chelsea, Manchester United, Everton and West Ham, there is said to be confidence behind the scenes at Tottenham that they stand a serious chance of winning the race for the striker. A relegation clause in Delap's contract with Ipswich allows him to leave for just £30 million, thus making him an attractive option for many clubs. Give Me Sport say that Tottenham Hotspur see Delap as a bargain option, and they have been impressed by the way he has consistently caused problems for Premier League defenders this season. The striker's top-flight experience, age profile and his homegrown status are all huge ticks in his favour and have elevated him to the top of Spurs' wish list. In fact, it is asserted that some decision-makers at Hotspur Way feel that it would be an oversight not to try and secure the Englishman this summer. Spurs have been linked with a move for the LEICESTER City midfielder Bilal El Ahmadi. The 20-year-old has done quite well in the Premier League, and he has attracted the attention of the North London club. The likes of Arsenal and Chelsea are keeping tabs on him as well, as per TBR Football. The report claims that his suitors believe he is a player with huge potential. He has established himself as a key player for the Foxes, but he is unlikely to head to the Championship with them next season. He will want to compete at a high level, and staying in the Premier League would be ideal for him. Tottenham could use more quality and depth in the final third, and the 20-year-old could be the ideal acquisition. He will help create chances for his teammates and chip in with goals. They have been tracking him for a year. El Ahmadi has been linked with Liverpool in the past as well. El Ahmadi is naturally an attacking midfielder, but he is versatile enough to operate on the flanks as well. He has 3 goals and 6 assists to his name this season, and his numbers are likely to improve when he is playing in a better team alongside quality players. Tottenham could provide him with the platform to showcase his abilities in Europe next season. It has been a disappointing season for them, but they still have a chance of securing Champions League qualification for the next season if they manage to win the UEFA Europa League. They have made it to the semi-finals of the tournament. The 20-year-old could be tempted to join Spurs this summer, and it remains to be seen how the situation develops. He is a talented young player with a bright future, and he could develop into a key player for the club with the right guidance. Spurs have done well to groom talented young players over the years, and they could play a key role in his development. Arsenal have been overly dependent on Martin Odegaard for creativity from the central areas, and they need more depth on the side. The Leicester star could share the creative burden with the Norwegian playmaker. At Chelsea, he could be the ideal alternative to players like Mykhailo Mudryk. Chelsea have been overly dependent on Cole Palmer in the attack, and they need more quality on the side. That wraps up today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for our latest content. Be sure to give this video a like and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow the Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for tuning in, and as ever, come on you Spurs!